Hello everybody, this is b4ckbl4st. Here I am again on Planet Zoo, and today is just a video explaining that my latest version of Chester Zoo is now available in Steam. So everything that you can see here, all of this is all Chester Zoo. And it's all available now in the Steam workshop. So what I'm going to do on this video is I'm going to take you on a very brief look around. It will be very brief, but it will highlight the newer things that I've been working on, and give you an idea of what it is that you're going to get if you download this zoo from Steam. So the zoo is it's not anywhere near complete yet. There's quite a lot to do, especially over on the new islands bit, which I am still working on. But most of the older parts of the zoo, certainly around the entrance, the elephant house, and down around here, the rhinos, that's all pretty much done. There's a little bit of work to do around here and around here. And then going up towards the other side of the old part of the zoo, all the lion enclosures done. The giraffe house, the tropical house, the jaguars, these are all finished, including the realm of the red ape up there. We've got some staff buildings at the back, and we've got lots and lots of other things down here, including the camel house, the islands in danger, or I'm not 100% sure what it's called at the moment, but it was islands in danger. I think it still says islands in danger on the side. The chimpanzees are done. The area around the penguins is done. The flamingos is still the old flamingo enclosure, so I haven't updated that to the new enclosure, which I probably will end up doing. Actually, I'd like the new enclosure and how it looks, so that'll probably end up happening at some point. The aquarium's in there, although there's not much in there. Otters are there. The fantastic area here for lemurs is there, and we've got some bits that are sort of works in progress. So the stables aren't finished yet. Oakfield House isn't finished yet. Dunes is, even though the roof hasn't drawn itself yet. We can just zoom in. There we go. Dunes is finished. It could do with some things inside it, actually. I don't think there's much in there. So the bits that I've been working on are mainly around this area here. So obviously Oakfield House has been started, and I've done quite a lot of work on that. All the main building is done. It's just the things like the windows and outside decoration that needs doing, but the shape of the house is correct and the size of the house is correct, and there's a conservatory thing that goes on the front of it, which I've started work on. I've also planned out some of the other bits that used to be part of the zoo but aren't anymore. You can see I've drawn the boundary line over this side, and now we come to the bits that I'm actually working on at the moment, or have finished. And we've got the bits down here for prairie dogs, and there's an aviary there. This is finished, this enclosure. Some of the buildings around the back here that you don't normally see are done. The buildings are done, the area isn't finished. So this is the monorail storage house, and this was the old boat ride house, and they're both in there now. This whole area is an area that they use for storage and things like that. So what I've been working on is the pathway that runs alongside of the old boat ride down here, some of the grass gardens down here I've been doing, and the walkway that runs across the old boat ride. And you can see on the boat houses down there, and on this side you've got the cheetah enclosures over here and here, and this walkway comes along. This took a lot of work, this walkway, I'll tell you. It goes across the road there. There's a deer enclosure here which is now finished, and there's a kind of it's like a babirusa or a warthog area or something like that, I think. And that's now warthogs in game, because we haven't got the exact animal in real life. We haven't got it in game, so it's not quite there. So that's all the bits that you get when you download it. So most of that is finished. As I said, I'm still working on this area. There's quite a lot to do in there just at the moment. Once I've done this, so you can see roughly where I'm short. There's some staff buildings here. You've got Oakfield House and the conservatory, and there's not much else in this bit. There's a Japanese garden up here, There's another staff area here, and the staff area here that I mentioned, and this bit here isn't quite finished. There's some bits in there, so I've marked out some of the enclosures, but these are aviaries, so they haven't got the proper aviary roofs on them yet, which I will put on. I'll make it look nice before it's all finished. And then there's some, I think there's storks and things like that in this area, so that's not quite done yet. The other bit that's not quite done, and I loosely mentioned it before, is the new area. So some of it is done and quite a lot of it is on the way. So we've got the eating area here, and a lot of these places have got staff things in them. So if you see a big building like this, there's usually a staff building in there or two. So there are quite a lot of the off-show buildings hidden away. But there's a big eating area here. We've got some of it built. Some other bits need a bit of work. The toilet block's done. The shop's done on this side. But there's a children's park needs putting in here. And there's then all the enclosures that go around the outside of the monsoon area. The boat ride is in, but needs landscaping, and some of the pathways are in, so I know roughly where everything's going to go. This building's finished. I haven't done the toilet blocks fully, so there's a little bit of work needs doing there. And we've done the this pigeons or doves or something like that in there. It's got a netting on in real life, but I didn't think it looked good with the netting on, so I've left that off. And then down here we've got the tiger enclosure, which is finished, and in fact there's a tiger in there. So the tiger enclosure is finished, including the off viewing area. And then we've got the sun bear enclosures here, which are on both sides of this building, and then there's the walk-through. All that's finished. It's all finished inside as well. And of course the last bit is the monsoon forest. So there's, like I said, there's a lot to do around here. There's orangutan enclosures, there's other buildings and other things. I've started the staff pathways inside. I've got an idea of where the pathways are going for the public areas, so I'm sort of part way through all that. But we're working on it. It's getting there. It's just taking a little bit of time. We will get there. I'd love to see some photos of the backstage areas and things like that, but hey ho, we have to guess otherwise, which is a bit pants. So there you go. That's what you get if you download this zoo from Steam. So this will be available from today. You should be able to go into Steam, find this, either look for Backblast or look for Chester Zoo, and you should be able to find the latest version. And that's it. So I hope you do download it, and if you do, please let me know if you add anything to it, you know, any of the buildings, if you do Oakfield House or anything like that, let me know. I'd love to see them. I would love to see your interpretation of the buildings in Chester Zoo. As it stands, I'm quite happy with the way it's going. It's just taking a little bit of time because obviously work takes a priority, and I can only really do this on Saturdays now. So it's still coming. I'm still working on it. I'm also still working on the Burgers Zoo, and I hope you enjoy it. That's it for me. My name's Backblast. I'll catch you next time.